Yeah, for the guys that don't know who I am, my name's Ollie Hynd. I'm a Paralympic swimmer, three-time Paralympic champion. I've been to 2 Paralympic Games, my first one being at London 2012, and then the most recent one, obviously, in Rio 2016. I got a gold in London, and then I got 2 in Rio. Yeah, I've been competing internationally as a para swimmer since 2011, so that's when I first made my international debut. Yeah, and just been a professional swimmer ever since, and yeah, competed at obviously all the other major championships as well. Good question. I think even ever since I was a little kid and obviously first got in the water and learned how to swim, I just loved being in the water. So I've always loved that feeling, and I'm quite very competitive person and always have been. So I love that kind of my sport pushes me, and I can keep kind of working on things every single day and keep improving. Yeah, I just love everything about the sport. Love just going into training every day and working hard, and obviously the racing's really good too. But like my weekly schedule, probably more easy to explain. So I do 8 sessions a week in the pool, and then I do 2 gym sessions as well on top of that. So a Monday would be a Monday morning swim, and then a Monday afternoon swim. Tuesday would be a Tuesday morning swim, plus gym session afterwards, and then a Tuesday afternoon swim. I have Wednesdays completely off now, which is something that's been relatively new to my program. Just kind of having a midweek break and getting some recovery in. And then I'll be back in the water on Thursday morning swim, Thursday evening swim, then Friday morning swim plus Friday morning gym, and then a Saturday morning swim. And that'll be kind of my normal weekly routine. And it adds up to roughly about 50,000 meters in the pool. So quite a lot of volume. Oh yeah, obviously it's a bit of a strange time for everyone at the minute, and obviously we can't get in the pool and do our normal training sessions. So luckily enough, I've got a bit of a kind of a gym set up there, so been able to do my normal gym program, and then I've been doing a lot of like rowing and boxing and stuff for my conditioning as well. So yeah, obviously it's not the same, but it's been nice to get some training and manage to keep up a good level of fitness. So then obviously when we do get back in the water, hopefully I'll be in a good place to kick off again. There's a few. There's definitely a team effort. Obviously, early on, my parents were really influential, and obviously they got me to the pool and things, and supported me with competitions and things like that. So, growing up, they were the biggest support. Obviously, my coaches that I've been coached throughout my career. My swim coach, Glenn Smith's been coaching me pretty much for my whole career. So obviously he's had a massive impact. But also, there's like strength and conditioning coaches that have really helped me and along the way. And yeah, it's definitely a team effort. But I would say my parents and my coach Glenn has been the biggest influences. It's great, yeah. Obviously we spend a lot of time with each other. He's almost become like my second dad in a way. He's been there, through the good times and those times that have been a bit more difficult, and supporting me all the way. So we've got a really good relationship, and obviously away from the pool, we're friends as well now. So it's nice to have that trust and have built that relationship over so many years. And obviously it's really important to trust the person that you're working with. And obviously he's, although I wouldn't say he's driving the program now, of course that kind of dynamic of the relationship changes as an athlete gets a bit older, but obviously we're both putting into the program, so having the trust in each other and knowing that we want to get the best outcome is really important. It's a tough question. Yeah, definitely something I've been asked quite a lot. I think for me, it's difficult to put it down to like one moment. Obviously, like London 2012 was massively special, just to get to compete in obviously a home Paralympic Games, and obviously to go on to win a gold medal again is a dream come true. And the 2 goals and the 2 world records in Rio were obviously, from a sporting perspective, massive highlights and the best results of my career. So I would definitely say those kind of 3 memories are my favourite, I guess. But it's kind of more than that, I think. Like, just thinking back to all the like the training camps and stuff that we've been on. Like, for instance, before Rio, we went to a training camp to Tenerife for 2 weeks, and just like looking back and memories and things like that with my teammates and the sets that we did, and just the downtime and just that time spent together, and obviously the great moments that me and Glenn have shared on poolside at competition and at training. And it's really, really difficult to just say, I guess, one moment, because obviously, even though the gold at the Paralympics would kind of class as that one moment, there's so many things that have gone into it, and so many great moments. So yeah, I'm just really fortunate, I guess, that I've had so many great times in my career, and can look back with pretty fun memories on them all, really. I mean, I think firstly of all, it was the correct decision. I think every athlete around the world would agree that it's the correct decision. Obviously the health and well-being of people is more important than the games. So that had to come first. But also, I think a lot of athletes were probably getting a little bit anxious and worried that they weren't able to train properly and be in like a full program. So I think if they'd have gone ahead with the games, or tried to go ahead with the games, it wouldn't really have been a true representation of the athletes and the best that they can do. So obviously it's disappointing, but given the circumstances, for me, I think it's the best decision, and it just means another year of training and getting ready for what's going to be a good game. So yeah, disappointing, but there's definitely positives. Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't often get much time to do a lot of other things, because I'm either swimming or at home resting. But yeah, I mean, I like other sports, so I really enjoy watching football. That's one of my passions. Watching football. Obviously, it's not something we can do at the minute. Yeah, I like all other sports. I like a lot of combat sports, so I like mixed martial arts, and obviously the UFC actually had a card last weekend, so that was nice to see a little bit of sport again. Yeah, I guess I like reading books. I like watching films, just hanging with my friends, really, just normal stuff. Yeah, so just anything away from the pool, I guess, to take my mind off of swimming. In my favourite films that I've watched, I watched it's called Spencer Identified, I think. It was a Mark Wahlberg film. It was on Netflix. That was really good. And it got a UFC fighter in, actually, a little bit at the beginning. So it was strange to see him in a film. Yeah, so I've watched that. But to be honest, I've watched a lot of series during lockdown. So I watched The Stranger on Netflix and Safe. They were both really, really good. And then I've recently just finished a series called Whitechapel. I think it's quite an old series, for about 10 years old, but it's like a true crime thing based on like the Jack the Ripper stuff. So that was really interesting. So yeah, I probably watched more series than films, to be honest, during lockdown. But yeah, those have been some of my favourites. Good question again. I would probably say believe in yourself. I think that's really important. You've got to have that self-belief day in, day out to get the best out of yourself, because I think that's really important, kind of that pursuit of every day, just trying to push yourself and improve and improve and improve. And that's kind of what sport's about for me. I think obviously it's great to have really, really big goals and, want to win Olympic and Paralympic gold medals. It's great for young athletes to have those aspirations, but to focus on just kind of improving day in, day out, and always trying to move forward and better yourself, and like that personal growth in your sport and kind of as a person, I think that's really, really important. And if you don't really believe in yourself or believe in your team, that's not going to be possible. So just believe in yourself, believe in the people around you, and believe that you can achieve what you want to achieve, really. I think that's so important for young athletes.